before? Who's had back pain, knee pain, hip pain? Who's been really sick? What happened? What did you do for that? So, can someone tell me what they did? Medication. You took a medication. What did that medication do?
Ease the pain momentarily.
It side effects and only covered up the symptoms. It didn't treat the cause. So what we do in our office, we believe that the power that made the body can heal the body. We want to remove interference, we want to find the cause, and we want to fix it. So what we're offering at this event is a new patient exam with x-rays and a first adjustment, and we go over everything with you and give you the results so that we can come to a conclusion of what's causing these symptoms for you, and we want to help heal you. And that is all.
Okay, next person up.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Moxley. I do LuLaRoe Clothing. It's just celebrated its 4th birthday on May 1st. We believe it's a Christian business that believes that through strengthening families through fashion and blessing people and making everybody feel beautiful, that it will help young people and old people alike. Very comfortable clothing, and I also do Tallulah's Kisses, which is an all-natural lipstick that is supposed to last for 18 hours or more, depending on how you moisturize your lips. I was a tomboy. I did lawn service and landscaping, and now I am a girly girl. Tallulah's Kisses. So, anyways, I'm planted here in Lakeland for a year now. And thank you, Juliet, for inviting me.
Okay, so that goes louder, which is great.
Hello, my name is Brenda. I am the author of Sanctified Freak, and for everybody that has came back, you're wondering, what? Sanctified Freak, if you love the Lord, the Word of God tells you in Galatians that your spirit and your flesh are contrary to one another. So you're sanctified, but your flesh is free.
That's good.
Hi guys, my name is Janola Smith. I'm with Lakeland Habitat for Humanity and Lakeland Habitat. What we do is we help the elderly, we help the disabled. We have embarked on helping veterans. We put roofs on veterans' homes, and we help, with the minor repairs. We don't do major repairs, but we do minor repairs. So if you know anyone, any veteran that needs help, send them to Lakeland Habitat. We do have a list, unfortunately, but we will try our best to help them. So please, by all means, tell everyone about Lakeland Habitat. We do pick up slightly used or new items, from furniture to nuts and bolts. So whatever you have, if you'd like to donate it. The only thing I ask is that if you're donating something, you really want to ask yourself, if I went to Lakeland Habitat Restore, would I buy that? Okay, I love everybody, and thank you, Miss Julie. Wow.
Well, we are Legacy School of Supernatural Ministry out of Tampa, and we actually serve all of Florida. We have students that come from all over the state to come to our school. These two actually moved here from Michigan to come to school. But we are associated with Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry out in California, and we are learning how to be naturally supernatural, which means that we want to teach and train our students who range in all ages from 18 up to be supernatural, meaning having the signs and wonders follow you, but also walk in integrity and maturity and not have a life that's jacked up. So it's a 4-year school. You can get your bachelor's in Christian leadership with us, and it's part-time, so you can still work and come to school. We're only Monday nights and then Saturday once a month, and it starts August and goes till May. Come by and see us at our booth. Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Wonderful.
I am Josh Radebe out of Detroit, Michigan. So happy to be down here in the summer weather. 55 degrees back home. That's 15 seconds in my minute. For the last 45 seconds, I want to say a couple big words. Number one in history. Oldest ever, $5.3 trillion a day. What I'm describing is money itself. What I do is with iMarkets Live, help them understand the foreign currency market, the number one money maker in history, the largest money producer, that's the money itself today, $500 trillion a day. I teach us how to operate in that. We're all believers of God. God has told me, all of us, that the wealth of the wicked is stored for the just. But we have a way that everybody, handicapped, disabled, learning disabilities, family backgrounds, millionaires to poverty-stricken, can learn how to trade in the forex market. We teach you how to do it, hands-on, right from your cell phone, become a millionaire. I love to talk with you. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, that was Danny.
Oh man, that's good.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jay Rodriguez. I represent Home Pros Realty. Our bound team, Erica Vaughn, person back there hiding. We do residential real estate, and we also do investing real estate. So come by our booth. We'd love to talk to you and give you some information. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, we're waiting.
I'm Kathy Palmer, and this is my husband Rick, and we do a mission to Uganda called African Children Today, supporting orphans and widows. Selling their jewelry baskets helps these widows reduce trafficking and prostitution and AIDS in Uganda, training them to be self-sustaining, building a boarding school for 1,500 children who are orphans or at risk. So our booth is to support them. So come by and buy all you can so these women can feed their children too.
Wow. Okay.
That was close. My name is Greg Campbell. I'm the author of the Walking with Jesus Bible Study series. This is a complete Bible study of every event in the life and teachings of Jesus as recorded in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I would say that if we were to do a Barna survey of the churches, probably 95% of the people in your church have been believing in Jesus for a long time, but they've never done a study of every event in his life. Pastors, small group leaders, what would it do for your church if you could take a group of people through every event in Jesus' life and let him change it from the inside out? We're right back here on the table, like to share some books with you and let you see what they're about.
We went to Israel and walked with Jesus. You just come to our table and you'll find out you walk with Jesus right in your own home.
Wow.
Hello, I'm going to follow right along with that. Teaching for Jesus Ministry, Jim Houston is up in Hills, Florida, and it's a focus on Jesus, tying right in with one situation. Basically, the churches need to refocus on Jesus. We got distracted by so many other things and lost our focus on Jesus, and we need to get back on our focus on Jesus. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, let's go.
Yes. I'm going to run right over here because I am J.C. Richardson with Organo Coffee. Many of you have already been to the table. You know, sometimes we are some of the most unhealthiest people sometimes in the world, and we need to be the head and not the tail. So what I'm offering today is some healthier choices in coffee and tea. And you know what? Let me give you a quick this because I know it. Hey, look, I have that osteoarthritis right here in my right leg. Now, you know, I know that there's a healing that's going on, but I'm also helping it along with that Organo Coffee that has that top herb in the world. So before you go today, come back and talk to us so we can share it with you and sip on it and enjoy it, and we're just glad to be here.
Let me see them as a those who have had the organ before. Right in here. No. Oh, you're gonna. Okay, I want to hear gonna. Okay, let's go. Acts 2:46.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ed with Acts 26, we are a church management software. We're all about helping church get organized and get, basically organized through technology. So that's what we do, and check us out right there. That's it.
Wow.
Okay, I'm quite sure that there are a few more. Oh, you're coming. Okay, great. Wonderful.
Hi, I'm Sheila Zaro, and we're with Legal Shield, and I just want to know we help people that want to get access to attorneys, and I can help them with any legal issues that they might have at an affordable cost. We also do identity theft, and there's a lot of other things it covers. Our booth is back there, and this is awesome.
I have 3 questions to ask. How many of you locked your house before you came here tonight? Raise your hand. Why did you do that? Keep people out. How many of you locked your car in the parking lot? Why did you do that? How many of you locked your identity? Identity theft happens every 2 seconds. And only 17% of it is about your money. It's about your social security number and your work somewhere and not knowing anything about it. We are the only true restoration service once your identity has been stolen. And like Sheila said, we're in the back. Thank you very much.
Wow. Everybody say that now. Wow. Okay. Are we getting some more? Okay, we're going to take a few more, and then we go on to, because we want to rush on for this afternoon.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Richard Dixon. I'm an academic dean of theological, professor of theology, professor for Luther Wycliffe Theological Seminary. We're an online seminary that's a little bit different than what you might have been used to if you have done online classes. Our ratio to instructor to student is 1-for-1. So what we do is we assign an instructor for your class, you get your materials, and then that is your instruction is done via telephone calls, through text messaging, through emails, and that way you have an environment where you can actually speak to your instructor about the education you get. One of the other things that we're known for is Dr. Nelson, the president. He was very, very much interested in eschatology, end-time prophetic type teaching. We're the only school in the world that you can get a degree in eschatology. So we're awesome. Over there in Exeter. God bless you.
Wow. I've been told that you are from out of state. Where are you from?
I am actually located here in Mount Rico, outside of Tampa, as one of the instructors, but the school is licensed out of Georgia, and the headquarters are out of Endicott, New York.
Okay, wonderful. We have quite a few out-of-state people. Let me see the hands of those people who are out of state. Okay, one. Give them a big round of applause. And by the way, do you know, I have a secret for you. I don't know if you know this. But do you know that God lives in Lakeland? He lives in Lakeland. Yes, he does. I said it once at a trade show that I was at. And when I was finishing, this man came up to me and said, "Why did you say God lives in Texas?" I said, "Because he lives in Texas." "Oh, you're blaspheming." I said, "Aren't you a Christian?" He said, "Yes, I'm a Christian." "Is God in you?" "Yes, God is in me." "Where do you live?" "I live in Texas." So God lives, wherever you go, you take God with you. That's right. And God lives in Texas. Anybody else? Okay. I'm here.
Hello everyone, my name is Abby Griffin and I'm a Heritage Media Consultant. My mission is to help women feel and look as good as they are inside, that God has given us abilities, and the company that I work for gives us a chance to grow in a Christian atmosphere that's been going on for 50 years, and we're over there in the middle on the back.
Wow. We have somebody over this side? Yes, okay.
Thank you, Juliet. I'm here with my wife, Barb. I'm Clark Freed. We are members of the John Maxwell team.
both independent and certified coaches, teachers, and speakers with the John Maxwell team. Many of you are familiar with John Maxwell, a great author. He grew up as a pastor's kid and a pastor himself. Left the ministry because of his calling to teach leadership from a very biblical perspective. I've got some great books that I'm certified to teach on. My main business is I am a business coach. I spent 20 years in the United States Navy, retired naval officer, but I'm also 20 years in business and work closely with a lot of businesses, business owners. And my goal in coaching businesses is to help businesses to understand their vision, understand their goals, hold themselves accountable to the goals they want to achieve in their business. We're right over here in the front row, front seat here. I'm offering, come drop your business card off. We're offering a drawing for one of John's books, a free book, as well as we're offering free business assessment. Looking forward to spending time with you today and tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
I think we're all going to need the chiropractor all the same. My name is David Bush. I work with Faith Christian University based out of Orlando, Florida. Many extension campuses in the United States, as well as an online campus, students all over the world. So we're very excited about that. Our purpose is simply to educate, equip, and empower people for their call to ministry. So the question I have is, does anyone here want to develop your call in the ministry? And does anybody here want to develop your potential as a leader? We have Bible and theology degrees. We have Christian counseling degrees, Leadership Institute, as well as practical ministry degrees. I'll be right here in this booth if you'd like to talk some more about that. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And do we have one more person? Okay.
Good evening, Daryl Hancock with Golden Outlook Insurance Services. I'm also a member of IBR and attend church at the mall here in Lincoln. Medicare is changing fast. And what I do, my main area of work is in the Medicare field and empowering seniors with knowledge on the Medicare changes that are happening. Just over the last 2 years, there's been numerous changes that are affecting all the plans. And of course, that's also what I do is I help them evaluate the different plans to see which one meets their needs. Daryl Hancock, Golden Outlook.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much for this session. Do not leave, please. We know that our feet are a little bit tired, our back is creaking, but at the same time, there is one more person I want to bring up, wife and husband. Isn't it wonderful to see wives and husbands coming up here? Give the Lord a big round of applause for them. Really important. So we're going to ask Julie, Noel and Billy. Where do I get Julie? That's Axe. Oh, that's your first name. Oh, first part of your last name. Okay. Did I Okay, wonderful. I met these guys at one of my networking events, and since then we have been very good friends. In fact, you helped me today, took care of me, and thank you so much. So I'm going to ask them to share a little bit about uniting Christian businesses in the marketplace, so don't leave, please. But before they come to share, let me just remind you about tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 10, we'll have the opening ceremony. We'll have the blowing of the shofar. We wanted to have dance groups like crazy, but we didn't. But we're having soloists. We're having Glenn Cobb is going to be doing his instrumental. And it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful opening ceremony. I don't want you to miss it. Also, one the encouragement is that when you are called to the opening ceremony, I don't want you to be at your booth selling. It's very important. And I almost cried one year in Fort Lauderdale. A church came with their dance group and they did wonderful, and the pastor got up and he was long. And some of the vendors were calling me to say, what is this we are here for? We are not here for preaching, we are not here. Let me tell you something, folks. Unless the Lord builds a house, they labor in vain that builds it. So whatever God has called you here for, when we say worship, we mean worship, and it's a part of business. Lou told you that Christ in the marketplace